Yeah, hello and welcome to the Ask the Customer demo. Okay, so in CRM module, yeah, in dashboard, there's an option called Ask the Customer. Effectively, just loads up this plugin that you see in front of you. And what it does, it defaults to whatever your last filter criteria was, whatever. And obviously, from my point of view, I've got a list of all customers. Yeah. So what you can see is you've got lots of green traffic lights. Some customers are fine, but if you just wanted to see, let's say, only show customers with a code red, yeah, so your code red is defined as anything that's 20% different, maybe month on month, quarter on quarter, 6 month on 6 month, or whatever. So if I just say only show me the customers with code red and apply the filter, then what you'll see is that they've got to have a red traffic light somewhere, yeah, to actually do that. So let me just kind of close those filters down a minute. Okay, so what you can see is here, a toy customer. As default, we've got the turnover for the last 3 months as opposed to the previous 3 months. So obviously 0 and 0, yeah, means that a green traffic light. It's not 20% less, yeah, than before. Same with the last 6 months, 6 months to the previous 6 months. But here you can see the last 12 months compared with the previous 12 months. So in the last 12 months we've done 0, and in the last 12 months before that, yeah, period 13 to 24, yeah, you did 9,000 quid with them. So that's why it's traffic light red, because obviously that's a significant difference between the last 12 months and the previous 12 months. We also have something called linked products. Yeah, these are products that if you buy I don't know, if you buy a handgun, then usually you would expect to sell 6 rounds of ammunition, yeah, to fill the gun, or if you sell egg boxes, yeah, then you'd expect to sell 6 eggs as well, yeah. So it's just a combination of which products go with which, yeah, and are you selling this? Are you selling the other one, and are you selling it in the same ratio? I'll come back to that in a minute anyway. And also check for items not being bought. So what this is specifically doing, it's saying, well, I sold this item to you before, but I'm not selling it to you anymore. Yeah. So if I drill down on this particular customer, yeah, what you can actually see, yeah, is the actual detail of items not being bought again or similar. So the ones that are red traffic lighted, yeah, are here. For example, 1 gig of RAM. Yeah, obviously in this month, the previous month, 0 and 0. Yeah, okay. So the last 3 months, the previous 3 months, yeah, we didn't sell any anyway. Yeah, last 6 months compared with the 6 months before, again 0. But in the last 12 months, yeah, we sold 0. But the previous 12 months we sold 3. So that's why it's kind of coming up with the traffic light, because that is 20% more different. Yeah. You can also flag an item, yeah, to ignore in the future. So if I tick that, what it does is, it marks it, yeah, as with my name and the date, yeah, to say that I'm not bothered. I've asked the customer about that item, and they're just not buying it anymore. Maybe they're buying another item, yeah, which is similar, yeah, or a replacement for it. Link products. Okay, so what this is it's very similar, yeah, to that. It's saying, well, people that usually people that buy 15-inch wheels also buy 17-inch wheels, yeah. So what's in comparison to the last 3 months, yeah, and the linked product, yeah, well, obviously I've been selling 1. I don't expect to sell any, yeah, okay. So that's why it's green traffic light. Yeah, same with the previous 6 months, yeah, and on and on. Okay, so what that's saying is that in the last 24 months I've sold 7, yeah, compared to 3, and I would have expected to sell 7 of them, yeah. So that's why it's called the red traffic light. So I would have so the ratio behind this must be 1 to 1. So 7. If I sell 7 of those, I'd expect to sell 7 of those, yeah, and that's why it's flagging it up. Okay, so let's just come out of there for a second. And if we go to set up linked item, this is all the linked items. So if I look at my RAM, for example, these are all so people that buy those items usually buy those as well, and this is the ratio they buy them in. Yeah, and we do have a little tool that allows you to sort of say, well, okay, well, let's say, for the last 5 years, anything that's got 5% the same, yeah, on invoices out there already, so invoices that we've already done, yeah, items that are on the same invoices, yeah, auto create the links. So that's what it's done, yeah. So it saves you having to kind of manually say, yeah, those are linked to those, yeah, and then that's how it can compare it. Okay, so when I look at the item on the main screen, the contact history below is to do with that particular customer. So as I change it, yeah, the contact details will change. It's just literally what's been going on with that customer. So I can see that, oh yeah, we had a call back here and a call and a case. Yeah, so I can see that something is going on with them. Yeah, if I look at the filter criteria, what you can see is I can just see the customers that are assigned to me as a user, or a particular rep, or a particular team or territory. My last month can be as of the end of October. Because obviously from halfway through November, I don't want to sort of compare half of November's with, previous months. So the last full month was the end of October, yeah, which obviously can change. It's offering me the option to ignore customers that have had any activity within the last however many days, 180 days, yeah, or whatever days you want. So, because the thing is, if you've been talking to them, or you've been quoting them, or taking orders off them, or been posting invoices to them, it would be, well, you are having contact with them. So effectively, you might want to kind of ignore those customers, yeah, because you are having contact. Yeah, it's people that you're not having any contact with, yeah, and they've also changed their buying habits. That's where you really want to concentrate your effort. Again, any customers, I can mark a customer as ignore in the future from from this point of view, just in case I have called the customer, they're okay, there's nothing wrong. I can just mark them as ignore, yeah, and then they won't. And if I tick that box, then they won't appear in my lists to look at again. Yeah, and that's the same with the ignore the linked items in the future, or not being bought. Now, some of you might be seasonal. Okay, so what that means is, is that you comparing this month with last month is no use. You really want to compare this month with the month last year, yeah, because if you sell more in summer than you do in winter and all this kind of stuff, then theoretically, if you look here, that this value is comparing the last 3 months with the previous 3 months, quarter on quarter. But if you look at it when I change it, it's now going to compare the last 3 months with the 3 months previous last year. Yeah, so it changes that to be more seasonal orientated. Yeah, in its comparison. So yeah, just take that off, get rid of it. You've also got some more columns along here. Yeah, get rid of the pinning on that. Yeah, you can see you've got the kind of contact details. If you've got the TAPI plugged in, you can click on that and it will dial it. And it's just literally a very simple way of saying you should be calling this customer, yeah, because this customer is buying, that their turnover is changing, yeah, or their linked products are not being bought in the same proportion, or items they have been buying, they're not buying anymore, yeah. So literally, okay, these are the products I should be asking them about, okay, because over in the last 12 months, you did buy some, but now you're not buying any, yeah. And same with my linked products. Okay, I've got no traffic lights on there. Okay, so I've got quite a few traffic lights there. Okay, thanks very much.